Welcome to Papa's Ranch. This is a very special Kalamata olive grove. And anything we plant here, it's always grow quick. Maybe next year we'll have a lot of oil. We wouldn't know what to do with it.
So the year now is what?
The year 2000. And of course next year will be 2001 and we'll have a lot more olive oil.
So you're happy with the way the ranch is coming along?
Oh, very happy. Actually, better than I thought. We have nice people working here with us. The trees grow quick, the weather is fine, and everything is going perfect.
The region's first homegrown bottle of olive oil has gone under the hammer.
News with Peter Leonard.
The region's first homegrown bottle of olive oil has gone under the hammer. Bidding started at $350.
John, the fisherman from Belconnen, the fish ale, 400. Remember, the proceeds are going for our children that these teachers teach here, for your children.
800.
1,000.
Quickly passed the $1,000 mark.
Mr. Jeff Costantino, 1,400. 3 times done.
The bottle of goddess Athena Canberra Gold is the first produced out of the Papyrus olive grove at Simonston. All funds raised at the auction go to this Nicholas Greek language school.
Consumer police.
No, I never thought we'd get there, but it's the first of oil in Canberra, and I'm proud that people recognize it. I feel very proud, and I think Papa's Ranch will do the same over again to help a lot of charities in the future.
Were you surprised?
Very surprised, actually, and thank the President for this excellent work, and also thank Mr. Costantino for putting his pocket deep down to help others.
1.400 για ένα μπουκάλι λάδι.
It probably has reached a world record for the sale of a bottle. Last Saturday, it was sold in Canberra for $1,400. It was all for the donation. All the money that was picked up that night was donated to the Greek schools. That's very good.
Second year in a row collecting special olives to make the first class Canberra Gold olive oil, which be extra virgin, of course. Today we start picking the 2001 vintage.
The Canberra olive harvest has begun in earnest. Volunteers are helping pick Canberra's largest ever olive crop.
Papyrus Olive Grove is tucked away in the midst of the nation's capital, a small gold mine producing some of the best olive products. This week, volunteers are picking the fruit from 10,000 trees.
It's great actually, it looks fantastic. It looks like a lot of fruit and it's going to be a bumper crop. These are the super Kalamata, these will be the eating olives. And the boys out the back are doing the oil olives.
A tonne of olives are expected to be picked in the next week. Canberra Kalamata olives and 1,000 litres of Canberra Gold olive oil soon to hit the international market.
This tree is about 2.5 years old. The name is Karniki. This is the best olives to make extra virgin olive oil. This is Volos. These olives, they are good for eating, of course, and for olive oil. They are the best there is. As you can see, they are very successful in here, and they have plenty of fruit.
For many of the growers and pickers, the olive grove represents a little piece of a faraway land, with the goddess Athena looking over the workers and the harvest.
Over time, it'll become part of the cultural experience here in the territory of people coming out to the olive grove, even as to remember their childhood or the stories of their mothers and fathers.
We thank Goddess Athena for the beautiful crop we have this year.
Fiona Deer, WIN News.
It's harvest time at Canberra's only olive plantation, and this year is proving to be a bumper crop. It's only the second year of production, and olives are being hailed as the ACT's next big industry.
The annual harvest of 10,000 trees at Papyrus Olive Grove got underway this week. Canberra's only olive plantation produces 3 types of fruit, 2 for eating and 1 to make oil.
This is Kalamata, Canberra Kalamata, of course. Is the best table olives to eat.
These olive trees are only between 2 and 3 years old. The owners surprised at how well they're coping with the Canberra climate. It's only the second harvest. The trees have produced more than 8 tonnes of olives and 1,000 litres of olive oil.
They call it super table olives. As I explained earlier, that when I bought these trees, Athakodopoulos from Adelaide told me they don't grow in Canberra. But of course I prove it to everyone that everything grows in Canberra. The best about it is that Kalamata table olives, which we didn't expect to have so many, will be around 40 to 50 boxes. And that's special extra for us.
The olive industry in Canberra continues to receive support from the ACT government as an emerging industry. For those involved in this week's harvest, it's become a way of life.
Well, when you have a look at the southeast region of New South Wales, it's got very, very good climatic conditions for olive growing, for both oil and eating olives. And as you'll see here in this grove, with some 9,000 odd trees, we can sustain a commercial industry, agribusiness in this area for import replacement, for boutique and specialty olives, which in the Australian market is a booming market. And in fact, you'll find that over time, olives out of this region will become the premier olives that are both grown and eaten, principally because the Greek, Italian, Middle European communities who traditionally have used olive product are prepared to support olives grown in their own region. They see a cultural attachment to it, and when you look at the Greek and the Italian populations, particularly here in Canberra and Queanbeyan, there's a very, very large domestic market that can be serviced by these olives. It also requires commitment from people involved. Mike Cooper here, people like Jeff Costantino and others are prepared to put the necessary funding in up front to grow commercial olives. And when you look at these trees and consider that this is a tree in its 3rd growing season, the maturity of this tree is probably better than what you'll find in most other parts of Australia. Well, when you look at the preparation that's been put into the development of this olive grove, it's I think one of the reasons why it will be successful. The investments here, there's been a good long-term strategy understood, and the understanding of what that strategy is, I think will make sure that it is one of the more successful in the area. In addition, This grove is in the middle of metropolitan Canberra, the capital of our country. So in terms of exposure for the industry, there's probably no better situated place, particularly for international markets, for visiting and travelling trade delegations to see what the opportunities are and to see just how successful a very small undertaking like this can be. As I say, I think that the niche market that will be created for Athena Canberra Gold and the other olive product in the region will ultimately demonstrate the wiseness of the very, very significant upfront investment that this grove has taken. Well, the government is in fact supporting the emergence of the industry. The ACT government and the cross-border municipal governments have supported particular agribusiness strategies in the past. The most recent of those has been the development of the wine industry in the coal climate area of southern New South Wales. And with the insistence of the ACT government, those same governments, including the New South Wales government, have now acknowledged